Hello there, welcome to this Alton Towers tour, a new little find, as it's almost theme park season. But I have named it Roblox Towers. So this is the main entrance. There's another at the other end of the park, close to Galactica, sort of in that direction, northwest. So main entrance, monorail flows to and fro here. A little bit of track there on display, possibly the corkscrew. So you pass security, scan your tickets and you're in. You can go left or right, toilets are over there. Lovely rockery, greenery. And then you come down to this enchanted little walkway. This is known as Towers Street. So we have a centre there for those looking for fast access passes if you're disabled. I believe you have some VIP and some photography buildings there. Located around here is usually a stall for buying or activating your refillable cups. This is the store. We'll stop in there afterwards. Your iconic ponds. We even have the spitting frogs. I think that building there, or that point there, is where you top up your drinks if you have a cup. I believe you can purchase hot dogs somewhere around here, possibly there. And I think you have a sweet dessert stall there. We always tend to head to the building on the right here of Towers Street. That is your refreshments shop, so you'll have sandwiches here, drinks. You come in and we usually grab ourselves a coffee, and they have some giant donuts, usually situated here. This area to the right there is CBeebies Land. We have now time to dine. We're going to head in anti-clockwise direction. So you can access CBeebies Land here. There'll be an entrance there for the little people. One of the first rides we like to take in is Spinball Wizardair, previously Sonic Pinball. That is a fun and adrenaline fueling start to the day if you go on that one. Rotating cart, maximum 4 people. Rotation as well as flowing on the track. Right, you have your central lake here. You have ground to the left and the right. You have a stage here with live performances and a dining picnic area there. Now the first sector should be X sector, and you can see this record-breaking ride here. Haven't been on this one in many years. Been waiting for my daughter to reach 1.4 metres before going on it again with her. which we can do this year. That is the Smiler. There's the castle. It's in a little bit more of a state of disrepair than it is there. Actually looks nice there, but it's essentially ruins. Right, and in the distance there, an X sector, not blocks sector, you can see probably my favourite ride, the vertical drop there. That is Oblivion, of course. You can enter these zones, but it becomes very glitchy. So I'll just do a general tour today. There's the Oblivion and Smiler logos. The castle certainly doesn't look like this anymore. Right, will it let us through? I think so. Excellent. Through the towers. You actually have another walkway there, which has been blocked off. This is where you can purchase ice creams. So a little bit stop there. Let's see if you can head through the towers then. I'm aiming for... Oh, you can actually go through here. I've never been through here. Into the castle courtyard. It's interesting. We should be heading towards top right area there. The world of David Williams. Hex. I believe that is reopening at some point. This is where we like to come for a little drinks break and throw a couple of pennies into the wishing fountain there. I believe you have a restaurant here, whether it's pasta and pizza. The pasta and pizza one may be in another sector. I've been there once. Alright, you have your toilets over there somewhere. Your Sky Ride building, which has been out of commission the last couple of years we've been. You have a burger joint over there, I believe. This way. It's out of bounds. That is the world of David Williams, where you can explore gangster granny themed rides, as well as meet some of the characters from Gangster Granny too. You have Flavio's Fandango carousel type ride, or spinning something or another. Right, as this is the first time exploring this map, this should bring us to the Dark Forest. Again, I'm not going to enter these zones at the moment due to glitching issues, although I didn't think it would take us in like that. Okay, I'm just going to come back the way we came. I want to try to make my way past the battle galleons and towards Mutiny Bay. Now, Mutiny Bay is a place we like to come for lunch and just settle down a little bit and recharge the batteries after an adrenaline-fueled start to the morning. So we previously came from that way, from X sector. Now, this is one of my favourite bits of the park here. You come over a beautiful bridge here, which is obviously walled off. A beautiful bridge, and you can see the beautiful Alton Towers gardens there. Usually have a little stall or two there. We have eaten at one of these stalls before, but usually we come to Mutiny Bay. Right, so it says there Apocalypse Valley. I believe that is Forbidden Valley. You actually have a lot more walking to do to reach that area. So here you have your battle galleons, where you can go on ships and shoot water at each other. Let's see if we can get into this little courtyard, which is where we usually settle for food. You'll notice when you come here, I think you have a model black tip shark that spins around there, which they actually have in the aquarium. So at lunch we like to come and get hot dogs and nachos from here. Another of my favourite rides there. And once purchased, we come under the large canopy and eat as a family there. You have your toilets over there and a bar there if you want a beer. That's where we came in, and I'm going to come to Mutiny Bay, pirate themed location. So you have games here, get the ball in the barrel, you have hook a duck, things like that. Kids like to ride this one, but I try and avoid it. Anything that swings like this tends to make me queasy. Also, I tend to avoid the teacups there. Again, another one that makes me queasy. Now, we've recently lost Blade, which is a similar ride to this. It swings like so, without rotating. That is one I usually go on at the end of the day. I can just about stomach it. I believe you have an arcade here. That is the aquarium. Always visit there. Recently, when we went, they had some bamboo sharks, black tip sharks or grey tip sharks. They had some lionfish and plenty of other fish to see there. It's free to enter, and you can actually pet the starfish as well. That is certainly somewhere to visit. Unfortunately, Katanga Canyon is out of bounds. Doctor's taken us to the runaway mine train and the Congo River Rapids. But anyway, let's see if you can at least see the good old Wicker Man, designed from the British cult classic film, which actually flopped on release, but has since grown to become one of the best British horror films of all time. Wicker Man, it's a wooden track, there's no loops, but with that said, lots of twists and turns, and it is very much adrenaline fueled, high octane one for me. So apart from entering some of those laggy sectors, nothing further has been developed. I also have the Nemesis Sub-Terra and the Haunted House, home of Emily Alton. It looks like we can only access Nemesis Reborn there in Forbidden Valley. I will probably see if I can enter those zones for future videos, if they run a little bit more smoothly. So that's all we can do in terms of walking around the park. I'm going to sit down now and have my lunch.